Now, to a very interesting story. A legal practitioner in Yola and person living with hearing impairment says the lack of sign language as well as interpreters in courts in Adamawa State is affecting the delivery of justice. The worry of the hearing impaired stems from the constitutional backing for the provision of interpreters in the language used at the trial of an offence if not understood. In this special report, Gotel's Gibson Swadigo gathers that the deaf are accusing the courts in Adamawa State of denying them their constitutional right of an interpreter despite the position of the Constitution.
Barrister Ezra Kwaini is set to be in court as a counsel for the claimant. The visually impaired legal practitioner navigates his way with his cane while his senses control his second eyes. Ezra graduated from the Nigerian Law School Enugu campus in 2013 and was called to bar same year. He has handled cases of hearing impaired people where the use of sign language in the cases played an important role. However, Kwaini is worried that the courts in Adamawa lack interpreters of sign language, which had the capacity to a certain degree affect justice delivery.
With respect to the cases I've handled that concerns persons with hearing impairment, most at times we finance the interpreter. The counsel and the hearing impaired, we look for the interpreters and bring them before the court. And in this case, it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous for our criminal justice system because remember, this is sign language. Now, if we, the accused, are allowed to bring an interpreter, of course, you know, we could doctor the interpreter, and since because the court does not have a staff that understands the sign language, whatever the accused, even if the accused is making some confessional statement, that could be changed to suit the interest of the accused.
Mika Michael has hearing impairment. He is a student and one of Barrister Kwaini's clients. A squabble between the blind and the cripple at their workshop led to the arrest of some, and Mika was among those arrested. After spending 3 days in police custody, they were taken to the court, but due to the difficulty in understanding the sign language, they were asked to go and resolve their squabble amicably.
Even the court asked them, then people say that even themselves they don't know here what the court is asking them because there is no interpreter. He said that the court told them that let them come back and solve their problem because it's not good for them among them to fight because they are disabled.
Musa Saleh, Adamawa State Chairman of the Deaf, was a plaintiff in a case. He narrates how his friend's case was dismissed without trial due to lack of an interpreter.
Because the court solved the problem, but from there they find it difficult for the deaf to understand it. Because sign language problem. From there, the court decided to send them out because they did not understand what they is saying.
In all the cases, Jasper Waneke has served as an interpreter hired by either the accused or the defendants, but not the court. Sometimes he gets stipend from his clients, and sometimes he offers free services.
I went to court 3 times to interpret to the people who are not here. I could remember like last year, something happened here between deaf and the crippled. But from there, they take us to the court. From there, I'm the one that go and interpret to the people who are not here. From there, even the lawyer who are there, they are happy with me.
As a legal practitioner, as well as a member of a civil society organization, Kwaini and his clients want government to train and employ interpreters of sign language in courts and police stations to help in justice delivery.
Government should make provision and employ persons who are well learned in sign language. The government should make provisions, particularly in our judiciary, a lot have to be done by our judiciary. At least we should have not less than 5 interpreters in our high courts.
The Chief Registrar of the Adamawa Judiciary Service Commission, Musa Usman, told Gotel News that there was no written complaint from the court in respect of the need for an interpreter. He appeals to the legal practitioners demanding an interpreter of a sign language in any case to write through the Judiciary Commission. Aside the constitutional provision for an interpreter in the courts, even Section 19, subsection 3 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Law in Adamawa states clearly the position of an interpreter in police stations. This investigative report was supported by the Premium Times Center for Investigative Journalism. Gibson Sir Adigo, Go to News.